lovelies. We are here for a update for December, and let me tell you, it has been busy. Much like October, December was full of stuff that we did. So we thought we'd give you an update of what all fun things we've done, update on some other things that have kind of been happening in our life, and just kind of keeping everybody up to date and posted about everything going on in our little household that people may be interested in knowing. If you don't, just stop watching. All right. You want to, let's see.
Go ahead.
Let's start with the fun stuff. So the first week in December, I opted to, before I had stopped working, I had planned on a couple little staycations for us to get away. And it was midweek, so it was really great. We went to Neskowin. We stayed at our favorite Airbnb. It's right on the ocean. Ocean view, lots of waves. The access to the beach is super quick, and because it's not a real big touristy spot, it's super quiet, and so the dogs just have a blast on the beach. There's not a lot of people and other animals, so we're a little less anxious at that beach. And of course, the dogs can just run amok. And let me tell you, watching their faces run on the beach makes me so happy, because they're just like, you can see the joy in their face. So, of course, most people know me. I like to see my joy comes from seeing other people have joy, and that includes our puppies. It was also really cool. My best friend, Ani, got to come with us, and we did some paint by numbers. We did some crocheting. It was just very, very casual, and it was just a really nice trip. And then I had a spare week. And then I did a trip to Depot Bay with a couple of my girlfriends, Ani and Jen, and then my oldest daughter, Brianna, came, which was super awesome. We went to Depot Bay because it was the king tides that weekend. If you've not seen the king tides, it's really cool. It's, if you like storm watching and things like that, it's very, big waves, big crashes, angry seas, so to speak. Angry. So we did that. That was fun. We have an Airbnb that we found that is like right on 101. So we can sit on the deck, the patio of the Airbnb, and watch the waves and not get wet and stay warm. It's perfect. So we did a lot of just chilling on that. Did some crocheting, girl talk. It was a lot of fun, and it didn't stop there. Why don't you
I'm not going to talk about your birthday. You talk about your birthday.
Well, okay, so this year I turned 50, as did Mike. Yeah, I joined him finally. I'm just as old as him, although you'll be 51
for 2 months
soon.
I'm born in February. She's born in December.
Yeah. So anyways, it was my 50th, and with everything going on, Mike made it extremely special of a birthday. We kind of did an entire weekend, which was really awesome. We did.
But also weird, because normally our birthdays are kind of like one-day events, like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. And this one was like
a full weekend.
It was a full weekend. Kept it rolling.
Yeah, we went on Thursday so that we could just kind of get the Airbnb settled and have a night before the craziness began. The house was gorgeous. Mm-hmm. It was perfectly set up for like entertaining party kind of gathering.
Big wide open areas. And
yeah, big
open concept.
With the couches, what are those wraparound couches that are just like really big, so everybody could kind of sit there. We played Friday night. It was kind of like our friends, so it was a lot of my Flatty friends, my mom and stepdad, and then obviously my daughter and her boyfriend and stuff like that was
And
Friday
Ani.
night. Oh, and my best friend Ani. Yeah, not gonna forget her. So Friday night was fun. It was kind of a friends night. We did Pictionary. It was just a plethora of food. Mike killed it out of the park with all of his little, or because my appetite isn't super great. I don't eat a lot at one sitting, so we do a lot of flyby foods.
But Friday was the soup off too.
Oh, that's right. Friday was a soup off. So to kind of ease our financial
burden for putting on a
party for that many people, I had suggested doing a soup cook-off and just kind of doing kind of like a fun little thing where people brought soup to try, so everybody could try different soups. Some people made them from scratch, some people bought them, which was totally fine. So that was really nice because then Mike didn't have to worry about dinner, and we had so much leftover soup that we had some for Saturday as well. So that was great. Saturday was more of family. So that was really nice. It was more of a family day. My sister's entire family came. I don't know the last time I'd seen all of them. Having older kids that have their own lives and girlfriends and jobs, it's kind of hard to get everybody together. But miraculously, we were able to do that for the birthday. I got my sister's whole family.
Jeremy came.
Yeah, Jeremy came, which is my stepbrother, my dad and his partner. So it was just a lot of people that we hadn't gotten together family-wise. So that was nice too. It was like 2 different days, but both had their own like little theme in a way.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday we packed up and, headed home. And I think I came home and took a nap because I do a lot of that. It wears me out.
And then on Monday we went to Benihana's.
Oh, that's
to
right.
celebrate your 50th birthday.
Yeah.
You get a coupon from Benihana's around your birthday, so it almost equates to a free meal. So.
Yeah, and
so her birthday just kept on rolling.
It just entire December, which is really uncomfortable for me.
Well, it's also very odd because normally Christmas overshadows her birthday. So this one was kind of like it's all about your birthday.
It was all about me, but like almost for the entire month. It was a lot. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. A lot of memories.
And what else did you do on your 50th birthday?
What else?
How'd you start your day?
Oh, I started my day with chemo. So I did opt to do chemo on my birthday. It was strategic because I get a lot of steroids the day of and the day after chemo. So it gives me the most energy. And then I'm usually up till wee hours of the morning. I tend to run hours of more of like a swing shift.
Graveyard shift person.
Yeah, kind of in between swing shift and graveyard kind of timeline.
But it's perfect for a party.
But it was perfect for a party. Of course, I outlasted everybody. Then at chemo, again, have this really weird obsession. Making people happy makes me happy. So I had Mike get me a huge
2 dozen.
Yeah, he got me 2 dozen red roses from Costco, and I individually wrapped them all in like single serving gifts, and then proceeded to bring an entire bag of flowers and gifted them to receptionists, to my oncologist, nurses, and then some of the patients that were in the infusion room. So it was really nice. It was fun to just kind of brighten their day. And I took it upon myself to be a badass for the day and wore my studded leather jacket to chemo. So that was also another big like, holy cow, here comes a lady in spiked.
There's no missing you, that's for sure.
So obviously got a lot of comments on it because it just is not the normal. But Mike made me bring a 50th birthday balloon, so it was pretty obvious that it was my birthday. But it was super awesome. That kind of stuff makes me happy, and I plan to do more of it because it's that randomness of people just not expecting it, and I think that is really, truly the best time to give people things to cheer up their day when, all that happens. But speaking of chemo, we've been working with the oncologist to try and figure out, doing weekly chemo. So I'm doing chemo every Friday for 3 days or 3 weeks, and then I do 1 week off. And then I start another round of 3 and then 1 week off. You can definitely see the downtick of my blood work. My white and red blood cells are kind of crashing by the 3rd one. So it's kind of like, if my blood work isn't good enough, they won't give me the infusion. So that 3rd one is always kind of like, will I get it? And I always do, but because the tumors are shrinking, they are doing great. I try to keep my excitement dimmed so that I don't get too excited and then get disappointed. I know Mike and my oncologist are very happy with the outcome of what chemo is doing to all the tumors. Clearly messing up my brain. And I'm super happy about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to change it a little bit, my chemo, to 2 weeks on and 1 week off, and see if that maybe will give me a little extra, I don't know, like energy and
give you, because the 3rd week is when the symptoms, the side effects really hit you the worst. So going to 2 to 1, hopefully it's all about improving quality of life. So going 2 to 1 was like to try and take that 3rd week out of the equation, given the fact that statistically there's really, if for people in her condition and what she's going through, there's really no difference between 3 and 1 and 2 to 1. Like, it's not going to make the tumor shrink any faster. It's not going to make her body's acceptance of the chemo degrade faster, because we're really just we're riding it out until chemo is not effective. But going down to 2 to 1 doesn't elongate how long it would take, and it doesn't shorten either.
That was my big worry, is like, if we move to 2 to 1, are we pulling off the gas pedal, and I'm giving Toby like some room to grow, to build forces again. So it has not been an easy decision for me. I haven't taken it very lightly, because of course it does make you nervous that, when you take the gas off the pedal, foot off the gas. So with things the way they're going, I think we're going to attempt it in January. And they expect to do a rescan, I think she said in February, just to kind of see where we're at. The large tumors have pretty much dissipated from
they shrunk like 40 some odd % or something.
Yeah.
Like that, right?
And so the ones that are still trying to get resolved are the ones that are center mass, that were the smaller ones, but from what I've been reading, those are the harder ones to treat.
Plus there's the ones that are at the cellular level that don't show up in scans. Right. Like, it's still there. Sure. It's just the ones that we can see are getting smaller, so that's a good sign. Right.
So we'll see how the 2 and 1 goes. We're also playing some, I don't know what you would call it, with my steroids.
We're adjusting the dosage to see if we can keep her, get her to bed sometime before the following day, before the 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning,
before the sun's about to come up.
Exactly.
So yeah, we dropped the steroids down the day of chemo
last Friday.
And I kept the steroids that I usually do on Saturday, just to kind of see how the Friday one worked, and if that one worked okay, we'll adjust the Saturday one as well. Because again, we're playing the fighting the cancer, but not making my days of life being so miserable. I'm in bed and sick, and
because the steroids keep down the bone aches and the pains and things like that. So we'll see if we can get you to sleep at a decent hour without having an increase in the bone pain.
Yeah.
So trial and error.
Ironically, one of the things for bone pain that is supposed to improve bone pain is Claritin. And that is, you'll hear it from all oncologists. Claritin is like the weird drug that they don't know why, but if you take it while you're having chemo, it helps with bone pain. So I started that as well.
Yeah, because the first few, we didn't put Claritin in there and you were feeling like garbage. And then we started putting Claritin in. It's like, hey, it works.
Yeah, it's really bizarre.
I have it listed on the bottle as mystery snake oil.
Yeah,
we don't know what the heck's
in there
that's doing it. That's
so
it, so
we're hoping that having the Claritin daily will take care of the bone pain and we can drop down the steroids. And that's kind of the hope. That's kind of like the game we're playing for the next couple weeks and all that stuff. You're next.
It's just a little bit of good news is that my contract's been extended from the work that I'm doing right now for another 6 months. So I have another 6 months worth of income coming in before things start going wonky again. But that's a little bit of good news wrapped up in a whole bunch of bad news.
And that is really huge for us, especially because I had opted to stop working in mid-November. And so I'm on the flip side of having zero income coming in at the moment as I navigate Social Security, long-term disability, 401k, like all that
Medicare,
stuff.
Medicaid,
all that stuff.
Blah,
the
blah,
paperwork is just, and of course, because my mind isn't fully firing correctly, it's really hard for me to do some of that paperwork unless I really sit down and focus. But that's it was great news that he got the 6 month extension while we're really kind of navigating me not working and trying to get.
Yeah, because if both of us weren't working, it'd be tough.
Yeah.
So it's good news.
Yeah, all the way around. For sure. So that brings us to next year, and I'm kind of excited. I don't know about you, but I'm over 2024.
Yeah,
I'm just over it.
2020s in general.
It just I'm just over it. I feel like life just kind of
like we're halfway through this decade, or maybe halfway through this decade, and I just throw it right out the door.
Right?
Nothing good happened.
I'm like 2019 all the way till like now. I'm like, I don't know. It's just a big clusterfuck.
It's not been good to it. Not been kind to us.
So yeah, I'm excited for 2025.
We've got a big board full of like things that we'd like to do. To experience, broken down by like month and by season, so that we can actually see some of those things that we would always planned on doing but never got around to.
So that's kind of one thing I've been working on is my 2025 planner. It's really weird not working because I'm that stability of your day-to-day. You get up at a certain time, you go to work, you work till this time, you get off work, you go have dinner, and you go to bed. I don't have that. And so it's really I'm trying to use my planner as more of a job, so to speak, of like, okay, well, my next day, what am I going to accomplish the next day? Whatever it may be, fun, productive, organizing, purging, whatever that may look like. But I'm excited to just, take every day and just live with purpose, I think is my 2025 motto is live with purpose and just find joy in life, even if it's small.
So if you want to join her on one of her little adventures, or you have an adventure that, you were going to go on and you wouldn't mind having a companion,
I may go slow.
Hit her up.
But yeah, so if anybody is wondering what they could do or what they wanted, anything that they could do to help, just ask me to lunch, ask me out for coffee. let's go do a craft. I don't care. Ask me over to your house and we can just chill. I'm not huge in what we do. But yeah, if you
like, I'm going to be working, so get her out of the house.
Right? Especially Monday through Friday while he was working. So, a lot of people kept asking me what I wanted for my birthday. And I'm like, I don't want anything. If you want to give me something, ask me out on a date and we'll do it that way, and catch up. And it doesn't have to be revolved around cancer. And it can just be like, hey, what are you doing? What's up with the family? Like, do you have anything fun going on? And stuff like that. If you know something going on in the city that might be interesting, let us know too, because as we find out of different things, there's so much going on. And since I'm not working, I can travel a little bit more. So that's great. So yeah. I've been doing my planner the last few weeks, making it decorated and making it all perfect. That's my fun part. My arts and crafts. But what else do we have?
That's it.
That's it?
That's it. That's a good little 20-minute wrap up.
20 minutes. All right. Well, not so bad. Do you have anything else, Ollie? No. No. The boys, I'm sure, are really excited to be staying home because that's an adventure for them too, doing all the traveling and stuff, all mystery noises and such. But
yep.
Anywho, well, we hope everybody had a great holiday. Have a good new year and
live 2025 with purpose.
Yeah, 2025. Let's live with purpose and just, let's not focus on the past. Let's or the future, to be honest. Let's focus on the day that, the present day.
Yep.
So anyways, thanks guys for listening. If you've made it all the way through our big, long-winded thing here, but we'll probably try and do these maybe once a month just so that we can kind of update
Put on
everybody.
your planner.
Yeah, right.
Put on your calendar.
It won't be this much because we won't have as much stuff to. December was unusual.
Yes.
Oh, and we forgot to mention the game night.
Yeah.
We have a game night Sorry, we're gonna make this 25 minutes. We do an annual Christmas Eve game night with our family. Once the kids got older, we opted to do something a little less traditional. And so we do a game tournament Christmas Eve, and we have a trophy that we've customized with a nutcracker on the top and some game pieces glued on there. So it's a lot of fun, lots of trash talking and stuff every year. And Brianna was the lucky winner this year due to our charade fiasco, I think.
Yep.
There's always one incident that you can blame, like, if we only would have done that. But we'll get it next year.
Yep.
It's all right. All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening. Hope all is well.